We're back in the kitchen, time to fill those bellies, and let me tell you, the smiles coming out here already are that much better than what I even hoped for. Now, as we gear up for our holiday cuisine, we will bring you a midweek masterclass with a fusion of South African favorite dishes. Now, this rump steak Roosterkoek, yes, you heard correctly, and it's also got chakalaka in it. It can make your outdoor braai activities even more eventful. Now, we've got the beautiful Tando. She's here to give us the guide to making this delicious recipe. Tando, how are you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm good, I've missed you. I haven't seen you in a very long time.
Yes, please stop leaving us like this. The thing of you just going and not coming back. How do you think I must cope?
Getting worldly experience I can share it with you.
Take me with.
Okay, deal.
Just take me with.
Deal. I reckon you could fit in a big bag, maybe?
I actually could. It's not like great, but I really can. Case.
All right, I'll book an extra bag on my flight next time and you can come with. Deal.
Thank you. So I'm going to get started here. I've got a chakalaka going. Got some onions in here. And we're going to saute these.
Okay.
With our green pepper.
And this is important to take and actually pay attention to, because chakalaka is like a South African sort of heritage flavor, right?
It's our relish.
Yeah, our relish, our smorky. This is the one. So Mzansi, pay attention to this, because I mean, with a chakalaka like this, you can almost add it to almost any dish as well.
Literally.
So many good things, right?
It's got so many great juices. You can put it in sandwiches like we're technically doing today. You can have it with rice. It goes with so many things.
Yeah.
And it adds to anything.
And it's authentically South African. What else have you put in there? So you obviously got the peppers, green peppers, you got onions.
Green peppers, onions.
With the spices or
spices, curry powder.
Okay.
Ginger and garlic.
Ooh,
fresh ginger and garlic.
Nice.
Just to get that punch of flavor.
Yes.
And then I'm gonna ask you to help me mix the dough. So our Roosterkoek dough.
Okay.
So you're gonna add some sugar.
Sugar. It looks like that's some sugar over there.
There we go. Salt.
Right. That's salt, yeah.
And then yeast.
Ah, yeast. What's the yeast for? To make it rise?
Yes, to help it rise, and then oil, and then you're just gonna grab a spatula and fold all of
And
it.
why yeast instead of something like, let's say, baking powder?
I mean...
Does it make a difference?
It does make a difference. I guess you could try if you're cheating.
Okay.
But because it's technically like a bread dough.
Ah, yeast is obviously important in that.
Yeast is always for bread.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so these are all the dry ingredients mixed up with the oil that I'm mixing together right now.
And then you'll add the water.
Okay, how much water we got here?
You've got about almost a cup and a half.
Yeah, a cup and a half, exactly. It's about 400 mils of water going into this. And let me get my dough on.
There we go.
That's not too bad. I thought I was going to be dealing with something thick and clumpy here, but it actually is mixing together quite nicely, if I do say so myself.
You're good in the kitchen.
Yeah.
That's some skill.
You can do magic in the kitchen.
Listen, if you keep leaving me every time you keep going somewhere and you leave me, I don't know if we're going to have adventures, but it's fine.
No, we're changing that. Don't worry. I'm going to go to the shop and get the biggest bag I can, and then we're going to be sorted. Don't worry. We got this. I got you.
There we go. So once that's done and all mixed together, you're going to leave it to rise and improve, and then you'll get this right here.
All right. How long does that take about?
About till it's doubled in half a day. Till it's doubled in size.
Okay.
So like 30 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Not half a day.
All right. That's a lot more comforting for me.
There we go. And then you're going to grab a little piece. And Roosterkoek is nice because it's not like, it doesn't have to be pretty.
You don't have to make it
You don't have
exactly
to be like a perfect round.
Always, whenever I don't make like a good round circle, I always call it rustic.
Yes.
Rustic.
It's very rustic.
That's Roosterkoek for you.
It doesn't have to be perfect.
Like rustic South African rolls, basically.
Basically. There we go. And then once that's done, we're going to cook it, get a good char in it. And Roosterkoek is great because you can actually know very great, like in a good way, whether it's cooked or not. So you can just knock on it, and then it will tell you if it's empty and it sounds hollow, then you know it's cooked.
What does it say? I'm empty.
Yeah, it says I'm hollow. Well, it does know.
All right. Now, you got all those beautiful ingredients. You got the chakalaka going over there. I've obviously got a steak here, which is going to be an authentic South African pairing when it comes to chakalaka.
Correct.
What are you doing with the steak exactly?
Then you're just going to slice it.
Okay, slice the steak up.
Thin, beautiful thin slices.
Thin, beautiful slices, as requested from Tando herself. And I've got to be on my extra good behavior here because I've just let her down by not being on my last adventure, but we're going to change that.
I'm gonna hold on to that.
All right, and then basically once it's all cut up into slices, what's the next step?
We set up our Roosterkoek.
All right.
So we just assemble. We've got one that's already made here.
Okay.
So we grab some chakalaka, have it at our base, and then top it with a couple of slices.
And It smells so good. It's got the sweetness, it's got the punch that it needs, and it's got all that
Yes.
flavor variety
And you're
that
gonna
I
add a couple
know
of
is just
slices.
authentic South African. We've got our slices of steak that we're gonna pop on there as
There
well.
we go.
Bum, bum, bum. And as simple as that, Tando and Nature Boy do it again in the kitchen.
Yes.
Another adventure solved. Of course, Mzansi, if you want this recipe, you can head over to expressoshow.com. It is truly authentic when it comes to South African dishes. It's chakalaka mixed in with a little bit of steak and Roosterkoek. I can't think of anything else that ticks so many South African boxes, but I know what else can. You making this meal. So head over to expressoshow.com and enjoy. Nice job.